Alright, so Global is getting Megalda tomorrow, a new banner, and next week we're getting a new banner again. So, should people be summoning on this step up banner, knowing next week we're getting another banner? Now, before I talk what we're going to be getting next week, let's talk about Megalda and this banner right here. So, this is a 242 banner, the classic, step up, costs 242 gems to get a guaranteed unit, which is considered cheap considering most banners are 600, and it has 2 steps of 1 gem. My biggest, advice for people whenever one of these banners comes out is at least do the first 2 multis. The first multi will be just a classic multi for 30 gems, but the second one will be 1 gem. It's pretty good for the price to do just the first 2 multis, see if you get lucky, and if you don't, then you think about continuing. Megalda herself is okay. The banner is pretty dog shit though. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. So if you're summoning, unless you somehow don't have Jormungandr, Jesus Christ. You're summoning for Megalda exclusively. And is she good enough to be summoned for exclusively? Now how I think of her is, where is she? As a character that comes out and looks extremely strange because there's just something missing about her. Her relic doesn't work at all, just doesn't work, right? And her skills are okay. Her passive is pretty good. It's not amazing. It's not game breaking. It's good. There's some piece of the puzzle missing for her, and I think we might be getting that piece of the puzzle next week or in the upcoming weeks. So it's a character that, as much as I want to say everyone should skip because she's not really all that good, she's not going to improve your account very much, right? As much as I would like to say that, it's just one of those characters that will likely become very good. Likely. I'm not promising that, but will likely become very good in a couple of banners. So not only you're going to make the commitment of summoning for this Megalda, but you might have to make the commitment of summoning for a future character that makes the Megalda good in the first place. I absolutely despise that. Why do they keep doing this? I don't know. They keep doing this. Making characters that look not so good, and then releasing counterparts for those characters that make them decent. So, as is, this Megalda is going to be in SR tickets. So if you want to try your luck later, then yeah. What about next week? Oh, actually, let me go over what else you're getting from this patch. This patch is extremely small because we're getting a real patch next week. Escanor Hawk Pass skin. So you can, this one, the football one, you can buy the full skin with Hawk Pass points. So if you're missing a haircut or a weapon for Escanor, then it's your opportunity to get your last weapon and stuff. It's an okay cosmetic if you're talking about it as a cosmetic, not just for stats, right? And most importantly, just for this week, I'm pretty sure you get double drops from dogs. Can I just click here? Yeah. Dogs, deer, and bird. So if you are still to farm the cards for dogs, it's a good time. I mean, if you want to also stock up. So far, I have already deleted a 99 stack of dog mats. And I still have not gotten a single one of the cards. This is the worst of the card farms I've had so far. Deer, I got it pretty quickly. And bird, I think it took me 8 hours of straight farm. But dogs, is really fast. And I still haven't got a single one, so it's been horrible, but it is what it is. So keep that in mind. It is double drops. If there's any relic you're missing from one of these bosses, then you might consider. Although dogs is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 holy relics. Sorry, 12. It's right here. I'm stupid. It's 12 holy relics. And how many of these are good? 1, 2. I mean, this is a relic for dogs. 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 good relics. So, might consider. Sorry, I forgot Scotty. 6 relics. Might consider if you're still missing some. Right. What about, should we be expecting next week? For a while, the community expectation was that next week would be a collab. It seems it has shifted. I don't know if it's due to the lack of confidence on the developers right now, or this Megalda being incredibly weird. People are expecting this to be the next banner. So the example I've been using is Starossa. As Starossa came out, then we had Zeldris, which was a pair up for Starossa. We got Mael, then we got Ludociel, which was a pair up for Mael. Those were pretty similar. Then we got Tonar, which was a Ragnarok True 42. We just got Megaldo, which is a Ragnarok True 42. Then we got the ReZero collab. But people have been pointing out that very likely what we'll be actually getting is, let me see if I can find it real quick. Maybe this one. We got Queen Diane for February, which is like the time slot for Mael. Then we got Elaine, which was like a character that had nothing to do with Diane. Then we got a Ragnarok 242 Bon. Then we got another Ragnarok banner. So we might be getting another either Ragnarok or, I'm sorry, you couldn't see my mouse. Either another Ragnarok or just original character, which everyone loves original characters, right? Next week, which would make sense because Megalda is very strange. We don't know exactly what she's meant to be used for. And this character might solve that question. Then we got like a random SSR banner. That time was Tarmiel, which is obviously a really good unit, but just a random character, and then a collab. So those are the 2 time slots we're expecting. Honestly, knowing that this character was released, and again, I have no faith in hype anytime soon. I do believe next week we're going to be getting either on the Ragnarok banner or maybe Catastrophes, because they don't like hype and they don't like money. So no one cares for Ragnarok, man. No one cares for Catastrophes because they're not cool. They're just not cool. The only Ragnarok people care about was Freyr and Freya. Those are the only 2 characters people ever cared about. And Yorm because she's hot, but like, that's it, right? I guess Freya also counts for that. But should you be skipping Megalda to wait for, wait for JP. JP is getting the banner, or at least the patch notes in 2 days. If there is a stream, there will be a collab. So tomorrow we'll know if there's announced a stream. If there's a stream, there's going to be a collab. If not, then it's going to be just like an original character again. Which, if it's another original character, you know, Megalda is pretty decent for fast farm on dogs. I've been using her. But for the new activity, she doesn't blend in with the goddesses, right? So good luck on your 2 first multis.